In this video, we are making this beautiful geode style lamp. Let's jump right in. So the mold that I'm using for this project is from Crazy Mold. It is actually specifically made for this lamp, and I'm going to use Resincrete for this project, and I'm going to link everything in the description below along with my discount codes. Okay, so Resincrete is actually a 10:3 ratio product. So for every 100 grams of the powder, you're going to need 30 grams or 30 ml of water. And I've really started to love using this product, and I have solely switched to this rather than using any other eco resin, just because I'm very happy with the finish and the consistency of it. It's a lot thinner, so it's a lot easier to cast into intricate spaces. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and mix this up, and we will be back for the colors. And so the colors that I've chosen for this project are sort of muted earthy tones. So I've gone for this color called Truffle, and another one called Taupe, and another one which is Charcoal. So very muted and earthy autumn tones. And I'm going to go ahead and mix these up, and then I'm going to do a dirty pour, or somewhat of a dirty pour. So as I mentioned, I want to create a rock or a geode-like effect for this lamp. And what I'm going to do is pour some of the Resincrete down into the base and into the actual mold. And then I'm going to use a bit of tape, and I'm just going to scrunch it up, and I'm going to sort of use a silicone Druzy insert, and the tape's going to help sort of keep the Druzy insert in place, and I'm just going to stuff it all in the mold. Now you're probably thinking, what am I going to do with the tape that's going to be set inside? So apart from the Druzy texture, I do also want more of a rock-like effect around the Druzy. So the tape, when I pull the tape, once this is cured, it's going to give me more of those jagged edges. And then any tape that's left over, I can just sort of burn it off with a blowtorch, and it literally just burns off, and you will not see it in the finished product. So now that these are down, I'm just going to go ahead and fill up my mold. I did not know how much Resincrete this mold is going to take, so I'm obviously going to have to mix up a ton more because I think have pretty much run out at this point. So that's not an issue. I'm going to go ahead and mix some more and literally just fill this up to the top. Okay, so it has been about 40 minutes. These are now cured, and it's time for unmolding, and I'm really excited to see how these have turned out. So this is the base plate, and I'm happy with how that looks. Like I said, I wanted like more of an earthy clay kind of a color, and that's the vibe it has. So I'm pretty happy with that, happy with the finish. And I'm gonna go ahead and unmold this actual lamp. I think at this point I've already realized that I have overfilled this mold, because the little hump that you see on the top of the mold really shouldn't be there. So, but like I said, I haven't used this mold before, and you know, I do the mistakes, so you don't have to. So I'm just gonna unmold it at this point and then see what I'm gonna do about that. So I'm happy with how that looks. It's time to sort of take the Druzy insert out, and I'm loving the effect that has. I'm gonna pull away some of that tape. And like I said, any tape that doesn't come off can be burned with a blowtorch. So I'm thinking with that little hump that we have, that actually obviously needs to be where the wiring of the bulb's gonna come through. So it needs to not have that bit. So I'm thinking I could probably sand that down at this point. So let's give it a go. So I'm going to use my orbital sander, and I'm using about 80 grit to sand this down, and literally it only took a minute to sand the hump down, and now it looks perfect. So I decided I want to have more of the rock effect, so I've just used a wrench to sort of tap and break away some more of the Resincrete and pulling out some more of that tape. And yeah, I'm happy with the way that looks now. Okay, so now I want to give the rock edge a bit of gold edge. So I'm going to use gold foil to begin with, and I'm using Mod Podge to transfer some gold foil on. I am not an expert at this step, so don't follow this tutorial for gilding. This is just me trying to do some of it. Now is a good time to remind you to like, comment and subscribe. As you know, it really helps out my channel and I can keep making more of these videos / tutorials for you. And you know, honestly, I love to hear what you think of the things that I create in the comments. So yeah, leave me one. Okay, so once I have the foil on, I decide I also want to add another dimension of gold, and I'm going to use my Deco color pen for it. And I just feel like when you are using a metallic and you use another kind of metallic, it just gives another tone, like another depth to the piece. And this is also going to help me sort of edge the gold leaf where I haven't been too neat with it. And I can tell you I haven't. So yeah, so this is what I'm going to do, just going to edge with the gold pen. I'm also going to go ahead and seal this entire piece with a sealant, and I'm going to put in the bulb, and I'm going to use an Edison bulb for this, and I'm ready to show you finally what it looks like. This is what it finally looks like. Absolutely love it. It has that rock edge and that Druzy geode look that I wanted, and I am so pleased. Absolutely love how it looks when it's lit up. Let me know in the comments what you think of this one, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.